Hi, I'm Jeff, the Thrifty Overlander. In this video, we're going to go on an adventure, so come along.
Hi everyone, for this trip Lori and I did some time in southern Nevada and around the St. George, Utah area. Our start really was kind of a little bit more of a tourism type of thing. We spent some time in the Valley of Fire that's basically a little bit northeast of Las Vegas. Not really a lot of off-roading slash overlanding opportunities in this park, but it's certainly got a lot of really neat things to see. Hikes to do, and it was well worth the stop. I would recommend it to anybody. Just don't do it in the middle of summer. Valley of Fire has a lot of amazing formations and beautiful bright red rock formations. We found this amazing arch. And to remember here is perspective is everything. It's not that big, is it? We did do several hikes while we were in the park. Probably the thing we spent the most time on and enjoyed the most was the Fire Wave hike, and that led us into the Pastel Canyon Trail. A little hint and tip, there's you can actually park at the end of the trail right along the road, but there is signs saying no parking, and they were ticketing vehicles that were parked along the road there. So it's best to go up to the Fire Wave trailhead, hike down from there, and then catch the Pastel Canyon Trail from there maybe. And what we did is kind of just cross country our way back. So this is the actual Fire Wave. It's actually pretty neat curvy stripe formation, and it's kind of similar to the wave in the Kanab area. This one's a lot more accessible and easier to get to, and it's pretty neat too. From this wave, if you head, I guess it's basically southwest from here, you get down the basically the canyon from this area. You get into the area called Pastel Canyon Trail, and it's got a lot of really neat formations and just amazing amounts of different colors around it. So I highly recommend making the time and effort to walk along this canyon and see all these formations and colors. Well worth it. From that Pastel Canyon trail area, we kind of headed just straight north again, kind of bushwhacking across the hard rock desert area towards the trailhead that we parked the vehicle at, kind of paralleling the main road that goes through there. And we came across some still pretty neat formations like this one. It's just kind of in the middle of nowhere, and you just kind of walk up to them, and it was still made it kind of fun to do that. After doing the fire wave, we also went up to the end of that road. I guess it's basically called the Moose's Tank Road. And from there we did the White Dome Trail loop, and it was pretty neat. There's a lot of really colorful hillsides there and formations, and pretty neat canyoneering. We also drove out to the Fire Canyon Silica Dome overlook, and that's pretty unique because there's just such differences in the bright reds versus the white rock, and just a line through there. After our time in the Valley of Fire, we decided to head south out of there a little bit just to check out Stewarts Point campground area. There's just an open area that allows you to camp overlooking I guess one of the arms of the Lake Mead. We spent the night outside of Valley of Fire, and the next day we headed over to the Gold Butte region. This area is pretty remote, and it's got a lot of interesting stuff. The road in is fairly smooth. It was actually asphalt at one time, and there's still some of that left, and some of it's not. Our first activity in Gold Butte was to go to the Falling Man Petroglyph area and check this out. It was pretty cool. The first part of this clip actually shows where to get to this Hanging Man Petroglyph, you have to kind of go through a hole in the rock from the other side where the trail is, and come out, and then you find that. The whole area has got some amazing colors and stripes and everything, and there's a whole lot of other petroglyphs there, so we kind of hiked all around there and found some other ones, and one of them is called Newspaper Rock. That's really the big one that we were after. And kind of the theme of this whole area is just an amazing amount of ancient art on the rock. So we definitely on this trip found a whole lot. So this is Newspaper Rock, pretty incredible amount in one location. After seeing the petroglyphs, we went up to the area called Whitney Pocket, and it's kind of a really cool rock formation just sticking up out of nowhere. Bright colors, kind of more whites and red and orange reds all there. And there's another area called the Cistern. That was kind of a little dam that was built, I think maybe in the 30s or something like that, to kind of be able to collect enough water to feed some of the livestock. All right, we're at the Whitney Pocket Cistern. This is a little trough that's outside the cistern. It's a pretty good sized wall. It's 20 feet maybe. Got my stairs for us. No water. Cool though. After spending some time in the Whitney Pocket area, and side note, this would make a really great camping spot. We headed south of that on our way towards the Little Finland, and one of the stops along the way is the Devil's Throat. It's a pretty big sinkhole just out in the middle of the desert. You can kind of check out, and it's just kind of amazing because it's just a flat desert and a big old hole all of a sudden. From here we went to Little Finland and the 7 Keyhole Slot Canyon, and I'm going to show you those in the next video so this doesn't get too long.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button and subscribe. We'll see you on the trail.